Yo, what is good, boys? Today we ended up taking a trade on Nasdaq. It was a loss, as you can see. Each account we lost $300, but I did learn a lot today, and I'm going to start implementing some new things. So going into today, my bias ended up being right. So we had this hourly CB right here holding, right? We ended up running higher, sweeping buy side. Okay. And I started to look for this low as well as these daily lows over here, right? Right, so these daily lows as well. All right. So what I did was once price swept buy side, this is 8:30, this is NFP release. I start trading at 9:30, so this retracement right here, okay? I hop on the 5 minute. Let me get rid of these marks real quick. Shoot, boys, my fault. Right. And you know, I've just had, I don't know, at this point, I'm just taking a lot of bad entries. I'm really starting to rethink everything in my model and my approach just because of really just 1 week. It's kind of changed the style of my trading to the point where I'm not even trading my model anymore, which is what I've realized. And that is the reason why I am losing these trades. So, hopefully going into next week, the price action will be better, but I do have a few things that I learned today that I'll talk about in a little bit that will help me out. I am very sure starting next week, right? So, I kind of forced this. I 100% forced this. I started seeing things. I thought this was a fair value gap. You know, I literally thought this was a fair value gap, and we ran up higher, 9:30, tapped into the gap, and I took this 1 minute displacement candle. That's it. That's it, bro. And it wasn't even a confirmation inversion. It wasn't even an inversion. Tapped into the gap, so-called gap, all right? And we got this one singular candle, one, okay? Not multiple, confirming my bias, one, right? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go short here. I'm gonna go short right here. This looks like a good trade. I'll put my stop loss up here, and then target a 1-to-1 R at this low, pretty much, right? No, right? Actually, no, I didn't take a trade off that. My fault. I took a trade off of this. I literally put it in limit order. I was like, okay, this is really good displacement, and I'm gonna take this little fair value gap read. We didn't inverse this gap. We're still holding it, but there's a 5 minute gap up here, which there wasn't, and this is good short. And I didn't even wait for confirmation, like a good rejection off of this and a good close reacting to this fair value gap before I took the trade. Right. I 100% deserve this. At this point, I'm 300 points or $300 away from blowing each account. I'm gonna take a trade next week. $300 risk on each account. I'm not scared to blow these accounts. I have never blown a funded account before. I know I can get this back. I've passed 3 funded accounts before. I know I can do this right now. At this point, it's just mental and me trying to make money and me trying to pass these accounts and make money. That's literally it at this point. Okay, so I need to continuously pass these funded accounts. Dang. I need to continuously pass these funded accounts and get used to actually trading with like a legitimate possibility of making thousands and thousands of dollars. So, I was thinking about doing paper trading, but at this point, there's no point. At this level of my trading, there's no point. I know what I'm doing. Again, it's just I'm making bad decisions. I asked multiple people, multiple profitable people, and my mentor, and all of them said to no, don't paper trade. Just go back into an eval, play it slow, and remember what your model is. And at this point, bro, this week has cooked me, absolutely cooked me. Right, I took this trade, as you can see, instantly ran a stop loss, and this would have been my model. I don't know for sure if I would have taken this, but this is my model, and it is very, very clean. Right, we ran it higher, and we have this rally gap, beautiful inversion. Okay, taking the short, stop loss at this high, targeting this low, 1.4 R. Beautiful trade, beautiful trade. Okay, I could have taken that, but the only thing that might have stopped me is this 15-minute gap. So I might have waited for that 15-minute gap to inverse, and I probably would have put my stop loss up here, targeting just a simple 1-to-1 R. So either way, I would have taken a good trade today if I just stayed patient because I was bearish and my bias is right. We just had a retracement higher. It's just I made a stupid decision. I just forced the trade, bro. Again, I just forced the trade, and I just ran 3 miles after punching a bag for an hour and doing a little mini workout. So I'm just disciplining myself. I'm going to punish myself every single time I take a retarded ass trade. I do not care at this point. I'm so pissed off that the decisions I've been making lately, that have been holding me back. And I'm glad that, I'm not revenge trading. I'm glad that I'm not that bad to the point where I'm a revenge trade because I would have blown accounts. Um, you know, it's just while I trade, that's when I make bad decisions. That's when I get a little emotional. But after the trade happens, I'm so pissed to the point where I can't even fathom the feeling of taking another trade. Like I physically cannot take another trade. If not, like I'm gonna blow up. So yeah, man, we learned a lot today, bro. Okay, so the three things I learned today was first thing, multiple my one friend he told me I should chill out on the back. Two of them told me I should chill out on the back testing. Both of them are profitable, and both one of them has been through pretty much the exact same thing as I've been through. Um, and he said for me to straight up stop back testing because a lot of the reason why I've been downing my trades lately is not only the live markets but back testing. Right, I made 30% gain in 2024 back testing 2024, and that's when like 2 or 3 weeks after I first started my model. Right, it's about over a month now that I started this model, and you know and now I believe like with way more kickspin, like looking back on the trades I've been taking, like they've all been like reads, right? Like none of them have been based off of confirmation, like an inversion or like a solid close. So that's something that I've been trying to implement in my back testing. And today, I started doing that. I did it for a month, and I'm actually doing not the best. I'm not doing not the worst, right? I'm actually making some decent gains. Um, so I'm trying that out, but they told me to really just like stop backtesting. If it's really harming me that much, stop backtesting. But to be honest, I'm going to probably backtest just a little bit next week and see if I can get a few, like just 2 months, possibly 2 or 3 months of green with this new way I'm trading. It's not really a new way, it's just going back to what I originally learned, which is waiting for confirmations, not taking early trades, which is terrible in the market conditions we're in right now you know, and just trading the way I traded in 2024, the 2024 backtesting sessions, where I pretty much traded off of, candle closes because you can't go, because I've been trading really early lately. Like I'll trade an inversion, a premature inversion, and I'll think that's an inversion. There's 5 seconds, 20 seconds left, and it's way below it. I'm about to short because it looks like it's going to inverse, and then I enter shorts, and then it pumps back up, respects the gap, and continues. You can't see the seconds by seconds on FX replay. You do it minute by minute. So I'm entering off the perfect closes based off of the fair value gap reaction off of it, the rejection, or an inversion. And that's why I'm doing a lot better in FX replay. That's why I did so good in 2024. But the instant I started taking reads and taking trades just off of displacement, if there's no inversions or fair value gaps or whatever, it just looks like it's going to go in that specific direction. That's what's been causing me, I think, to like lose a lot of trades, especially in these conditions. So I'm stopping that. I'm going to stop back testing so much. Again, I'm going to just do a little bit of get a little bit of data and see if this may help. Starting next week or continuing next week, I'm gonna do another 2 months or so. I already did January, and I made I think like a percent and a half or something like that percent. No, I made that's 2%. Yeah, I'm up 1,000. So that's 2%, right? Yeah, so that's not terrible. So I'm gonna do that, as well as I'm gonna delete a lot of my friends. Not even like just people I follow that are traders and stuff like that on my phone, on TikTok, on Instagram, and because I'm comparing myself a lot, and that's gonna be the death of me. Like it really is. Like it's making me think a lot about money. I see a lot of kids in the Discord, not my Discord, but my mentor's Discord, and these kids have been in his Discord server in his mentorship for about 3 months now, and they're printing bread. Like I'm only been in it for a month, but it's making me think like, oh, I'm a more experienced trader than a lot of these guys. They've only been trading for half a year. I should get this within a month or two since I've been trading for over a year and I have a lot of experience, and I do. But again, I'm just overthinking it. I'm comparing myself. I'm just focused on the money, 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 and at the end of the day, that's not going to help me at all. So that's my plan. Those three things is a major, major thing I learned today, which I'm very happy about. Starting next week, I'm going to try to trade these funded accounts. Again, just copy trade all of them like I've been doing. And worst comes to worst, I blow them. Okay, it's not a big deal. To be honest, like it's not really a big deal at all. I kind of want to blow them. Again, I'm not going to take bad trades, but I kind of want to blow them because I want that fresh reset on just a 50K. I just want a fresh reset, and I want a clean slate like that. But if not, and I can get these accounts back to break even, shit, bro, I have 150K in funding. Let's do it. But it's just things I'm learning day by day, and it's just a lot of emotions that have been going through my mind recently. Um, but it's part of it. Every trader goes through this. So yeah, man. Hopefully y'all got something from this recap. Don't be a absolute idiot like me, and take better trades and just be patient. So hopefully starting next week, um, with these new things I've learned today, I can actually improve. I can stop overthinking. I can start taking better trades, and hopefully market conditions can improve as well. But if not, I want to get to the point in my trading where it doesn't matter if there's bad market conditions or not. If there's bad market conditions, I don't want to force trades. Right? This is why God is doing this to me right now. There is a reason in everything. God is doing this to me right now because He wants me to learn patience. I've been patient for a whole year and nothing. I'm still not seeing results. I've only been passing a few 50K accounts. I haven't seen money. I've been losing money. Imagine working a job. Imagine working a job. This is how trading is, bro. This is how business is in general. You're working a job. I'm clocking in before I started like laying low on the hours on trading. I don't even know how many hours. 8 hours a day. Okay, I don't know how many hours that is. That's like 56 hours. That's like 60-hour weeks pretty much. Okay, right now I'm putting in 35-hour weeks. Imagine putting in 35-hour week. That's like a job. Okay, I'm working a 9 to 5. Right, a 9 to 5 while going to college in 5 classes. Right, while doing all this other stuff, while doing content. Right, I'm working a full-time job, 35 hours a week on the charts, losing money. I've been doing that for a year. I've been putting in pretty much in starting last week or like a few weeks ago, like a month ago, I started putting in 35 hours a week, right, in trading. But before that, I've been putting in fucking, again, 56 hours, 55 hours, 50 plus hours a week for a year, right? Losing money. Losing money. I mean, clocking in 50 hours a week just to lose money for a whole year, right? Like people, like, most people, they couldn't handle that, right? That's why I'm different, bro. That's why a lot of these guys in the Discord are completely different. That's why traders are different, bro. Because if you work a job and you work 50 hours a week, you expect that paycheck. If you don't get that paycheck for your time that you put into that job, you're gonna lose your shit, right? But I know the returns in this, and I know that's gonna be worthwhile. And I know that this year is going to be my year. Everything's gonna change. If I'm able to just, learn from my mistakes and move on and learn to block out my negative emotions, I know that I can make this happen. It's just a matter of time, right? So again, that was kind of a side tangent, but starting next week, we're gonna lock in. We're gonna hopefully take better trades. So yeah, hopefully you boys enjoyed today's video. If you want to join the Discord, it will all be linked down in the description. It's completely free. We just have a great community that we're doing trade wars now. Every Friday we have like a chart champs. It's like 1v1s back testing. So we do that every single Friday. We had 8 people there today, so it was a lot of fun. If y'all want to show up to that, join up in the Discord. We're always in there. We're always live. Always sharing value, as much value as we can on the market, as well as crypto and all that stuff. So if y'all are interested in that, that will be left in the description, as well as if you want to look into my Instagram. I'll be posting the most on there. Every single day I post my stories, my routine, my habits, etc. My wake up time at 4:30, all that stuff. So if you want to look into that, I'll be glad to have y'all there, and y'all have a blessed day. Peace out.